Actually, Chud, books are inherently left-wing because my dad didn't love me. Actually, Chud, Sonic the Hedgehog is inherently a leftist because Jesus Christ is a transgender communist. Actually, retard, gacha games are inherently leftist because me and my favorite political streamer Destiny aren't allowed within 5 miles of local school districts. Okay, so stop me if you've heard this one before. Thing X is inherently Y because blah 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 bullshit. It is a statement that I see a lot, especially within the past year or so. I believe it's a symptom of this big stupid culture war we're in. And I know I've been riffing on one side a lot in particular, but both of them do it, and I find it pathetic in both cases. That being said, let's actually get into what triggered me making this video.
Simply cannot be a horror fan and then still hold racist, misogynistic, transphobic, religiously conservationist, or anti-socialist views. The two aren't compatible.
Mind you, that's a tweet about a genre that can best be summed up as scary man chases normal people. Now, don't get me wrong, certain horror films definitely have their messaging and have their things to say, but overall, most of them really don't. This silly phenomenon of being overly political is how you end up with people like In Praise of Shadows, a glorious white savior who reached down his hand to the downtrodden natives by comparing them to the cannibals from The Hills Have Eyes. My grand point with bringing that up is that a lot of bored people seek validation through their politics, and they need to have the media they consume shout back their opinion at them, otherwise they won't feel like a special boy. But like I said earlier, it's something both sides do. We're not doing that bit twice, sorry. We can once again see an entirely politic-brained person trying to force their beliefs onto an entire genre of media. And I will go ahead and clarify that this one is actually coming from what could be considered my side of the aisle, if that wasn't obvious by the shit I say on Twitter. And again, there are strong characters and stories that reflect this idea, but as a whole, no. Anime is generally made for the masses of Japan who are not predominantly Christian. So in conclusion, whether you're left or right wing, I think you should avoid thinking this way. I think it prevents you from looking at stories as individual pieces of media, and it forces you to lump them together as a collective. And if that becomes a group mentality, do you know what you get? You get modern comic books.
Oh my God!
It don't matter. None of this matters.